I made some jokes about it. It's caused some problems.
This story touches on a concept that's still relevant today. When a comedian tells a joke that's deemed controversial, is it the comedian's fault for joking about something and not considering the ramifications? Or is it the audience's fault who should just take something as it was actually intended to be, which is commonly known as a joke?
I've done a lot of mean things in my life, but I hate to think of people sitting around.
Some amenities you just take for granted, don't you? Like toothpaste, shoes, Taylor Swift tickets. But this story's about a product we'd simply struggle to live without. And the threat of it being taken away is genuinely terrifying. This 1973 situation is eerily similar to something that happened in 2020.
Many thousands of our listeners panicking into the streets all over the country.
Now, this is Orson Welles, and if you're a bit younger, this is Orson Welles. In 1938, he performed an adaptation of radio play The War of the Worlds, about a Martian invasion of Earth. Imagine Mars attacks, but even more horrifying. This play was written and performed as if it were a genuine news bulletin about an alien invasion. The issue was the people who missed the start of this play didn't know that it wasn't a legitimate news bulletin.
Or others that claim to have been attacked personally by Martians.
It caused absolute chaos. People barricaded themselves in their homes, loaded their guns, and wrapped towels around their head to protect themselves from Martian poison gas.
His story was not intended to cause riots, but just to entertain.
And in 1973, TV host Johnny Carson caused an even more extreme mass hysteria for the American people. And it was because of this joke.
There is an acute shortage of toilet paper. I just saw a commercial. Forget the coffee, just give me the shopping bag.
The joke was about toilet roll, and this gag made the American people crap themselves, which only made the situation even more dire. This is what happened up to this point and the ensuing drama. The seeds of panic were planted in November 1973 when American news agencies started publishing articles about a mass panic in Japan. A shortage of paper pulp caused major shortages of paper products in Japan, and rumors circulated that America would also fall victim. Congressman Harold Froelich, I think it's pronounced, on December the 11th, he issued the following statement. The US may face a serious shortage of toilet paper within a few months. The US may face a serious shortage of toilet paper within a few months. We hope we don't have to ration toilet tissue. A toilet paper shortage is no laughing matter. It is a problem that will touch every American. Technically, it wouldn't be touching every American because they haven't got the toilet paper to apply to themselves.
You're out of toilet paper.
Did you say toilet paper?
It got more attention than his team thought it would. Not only did national radio and TV stations pick up the story, but correspondents from Germany and Japan lined up to interview the congressman. Now, he specified that he said, "We may face a serious shortage." But this qualifying word would occasionally just disappear from news reports. In Philadelphia, reporters anxiously called the headquarters of Scott Paper Company, not that one. It was one of the largest paper manufacturers in the country, who advised the press not to panic. Company officers went on TV to urge calm. There's no shortage if people simply purchased normally. Now, the congressman's statement, it was just a warning. There was no actual shortage. Until Johnny Carson's joke.
You know what else is disappearing from the supermarket shelves? Toilet paper. Ha ha ha, you can laugh now.
As a satirical monologist, he used Froelich's statement for the dangerous purpose of humor.
You just told me a toilet joke.
Don't do it.
The fear had already spread, not just to the TV audience, but also the 20 million plus viewers watching at home. On December the 20th, the purge began. Now, the public may have exercised relaxation if they weren't witnessing other shoppers in supermarkets wheeling mountains of toilet roll desperately out of the store. Stores would then place signs saying consumers were only limited to 2 rolls per family, which of course only exacerbated their fears. One shopper said party guests asked her what they should bring to the party, and she replied, "Toilet paper." Consumers started stampeding stores, panic buying and stockpiling. A store spokesman said people were buying the hell out of it. The local Alliance for Customer Protection stated consumers themselves created the shortage of toilet paper at the store level through panic buying when erroneous reports of dwindling supplies spread through the nation. I found a comment in a newspaper of the time. fed up with all the blame being put just on the consumer.
Don't rush into the markets and buy up all the toilet paper.
Why don't you put the blame on such a crisis where it belongs, on the hysterical reporting of some TV blabbermouth? No one thought about a paper shortage until a news-hungry broadcaster spouted off and stirred up everybody. Don't blame the susceptible, impressionable consumer. We are more or less captives of the information media. There were calls for President Nixon to get onto national TV and finally level with the American people.
I have spent many hours of my own time personally reviewing these materials.
But to no avail. He was too busy with a small thing called Watergate. But ultimately, after a month of terror, consumers sobered to the reality that there was no actual issue.
What's wrong? Nothing.
It was up to the most trusted person in America, no, not Richard Nixon,
Cocaine and crack.
but Walter Cronkite, who urged calm, broadcasting footage from Scott Paper Company clearly showing the toilet paper industry was in very safe hands.
And I start talking about a toilet paper shortage.
When things had calmed by January the 17th, 1974, Johnny expressed his deepest apologies.
I made some jokes about it. It's caused some problems.
He nearly reignited the flames of pandemonium.
There is no great shortage. I'm going to save this myself.
It's just a joke, alright, bloody hell.
Apparently there is no shortage. People believe you when you say something.
In a strange and eerie conclusion to this, in 1977, Johnny Carson sued a toilet maker for trademark infringements in Michigan after the business owner released a range of portable lavatories called... So let me know what you think. Who do you think was to blame? Is it Johnny Carson? Is it the consumer? Was it the news media? Or was it the politician? And if you were around to witness this event in real time, then please comment below.
But I hate to think of people sitting around and just sitting around.